please welcome to our stage CEO of Lucintel, Dr. Sanjay Mazumdar. Sanjay, I've just said figures, numbers, opportunities, things, fresh opportunities we haven't heard before. I'm intrigued as much as our audience to hear this, but before we start, maybe a few words about you, your background, before we hear those figures.
Thank you, Peter. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, JC, to invite me for this event. Thank you, OSP, as well. Briefly about me, my name is Sanjay Mazumdar. I'm CEO of Lucintel. I did my PhD in mechanical engineering. After that, I worked for General Motors in Michigan in ultra lightweight product development. I also worked for a FRP pipe manufacturing company, then worked for a sandwich panel manufacturing company, developing a lightweight panels using aluminum skin. Now, today I'll be talking about the Middle East. So what is the competitive advantage of Middle East? How can you impact the composites industry through your competitive advantage? In the past, you had an oil economy. Can that be the future of Middle East market? Because most of the companies, I think you're nodding no kind of thing. Yeah, you're right. Because oil economy is the past. Now all the companies are moving to the future in terms of sustainable solutions. So we cannot rely on the oil economy, my friend. So we have to think about the next dimension for the future. And when I think about it, I think the next transition could be you could be recognized as a world, the energy solution. And when I am going to present it, you will see some of those dynamics there. And thank you, Eric, for your presentation on the global marketplace. And I'll be focusing on the Middle East market aspects of the data insights so that you can take home some of the ideas and implement within your company. So I'll be talking about the three aspects today. One is the executive summary, the Middle East market, the landscape, the numbers, key numbers. So third thing, I'm going to talk to you about the strategic growth opportunities for Middle East. Here are three things. Right? Number one, what are the opportunities? If you look into the Middle East market, it's all driven by three things. Mostly the pipe opportunities, the tank opportunities, and construction opportunities. What about the automotive industry? What about the aerospace? What about the marine? What about the wind energy? You don't have the ecosystem. That is the big challenge there, right? So what are the pain points and challenges for the Middle East market? We don't have local producers in a lot of raw materials like glass fiber, carbon fiber, epoxy resin. We don't have a manufacturing hub here. We don't have a lot of ecosystem here in a lot of areas. Even Mohammed was talking about the mobility transition. Even in the energy, like wind energy, solar energy, we don't see that kind of ecosystem here in the Middle East area. And I think when I talk to a lot of players here, they're trying to invest in these opportunities. Now, in terms of the future outlook, consider investing in some raw material manufacturing like glass fiber, carbon fiber, intermediate products, epoxy resin, and you guys are petroleum-based company. There is a lot of synergy, we see that. So next is about the key figures. I was in China, as I said last week, and I have been there several times. They have done a wonderful job in terms of developing the whole value chain. You look into the wind energy, automotive industry, solar panel, any area, they have end-to-end solution from raw materials to the intermediate product to the part fabrication to the OEM capabilities. They do not depend on anybody, and everywhere they are disrupting the marketplace with the low-cost solution. The market number for the North America, you can see it's a 3.4 million tons there. In Middle East, it's still low number. Now, as I said earlier, the Middle East market is driven by the pipe, tank, those, and most of these are the import driven, and some of the growth drivers or enablers of the economy, 3.9 trillion economy there, and $3 billion worth of composite products in the marketplace. Now, if you look into the composites per capita wise, The number one, the USA, right, 9.4 kilogram per like capita. UK is 4.5.